Round table talk, round table talk. Grab a seat, pull your chair in, tune in. Here we go, man, getting right to it. I hear a lot of people talking about that Spence was exposed in the Porter fight. I don't agree with that because the way in which people are trying to uh, describe it is as if it was a negative thing, as if Spencer's not who we thought he was. Definitely Spencer's who I thought he was. Nobody has a perfect night every night. And he put on a stellar performance even when he wasn't at his best. He showed that he can beat Sean at his game, which was a brawling match, but he also used some wit with it. He didn't forget to go to the body. He landed the crispier punches. I hear a lot of things talking about his stock has fallen. You know, I don't necessarily agree with that at all either because if anything, it showed that Spence is a versatile fighter. It showed that he has many layers to his game. You know, he has a lot of tools in his toolbox. You know, what I would say this fight showed was maybe his lack of mental maturity on the level in which it should always be at, especially at this level. I believe, and I say this because I don't think that this was the game plan Derek James devised in camp. And I say that because I remember, I believe it was the 10th round, right before. No, it was an intermission between the ninth and 10th round, or it could have been an intermission between the 10th and 11th. Yeah, I believe it was the 10th and 11th when Derek James jumped in the ring, and he did so with a sense of urgency, and I could see he was kind of talking to Earl in a different manner, like with a sense of urgency, and basically trying to rear him and like, man, get back focused to what we came to do because you need these championship rounds. It might have been the ninth or the 10th round he did that, and Earl definitely changed his tune. It was right before Earl came out when he started dancing. That was right before he got the knockdown. It seemed like he was about to turn it up or do something different, and he did. He went into championship mode. That alone shows that he is who we thought he was. Champions are are made and defined in these moments, and he handled it with great class. Those championship rounds. That's a lot of experience. To have. That's a great experience to have, and who better had to give him that and share that experience with him than Porter. You need a good dancing mate. Not only to make it look good, but to really push you. And I think that was a good test. And he passed it with flying colors in my book. He got a different shine than what he expected, and he handled the situation real well. He handled himself like a champion. And at this level, you need these kind of tests, these kind of strong, durable opponents. Opponents that's gonna make you earn a fight. And we never seen Errol Spence get pushed like this, and I'm quite sure he wasn't expecting to get pushed like this. But just the fact that he showed the resilience to handle this type of test shows the type of makeup, you know, he has, the type of person he is, the type of fighter he is, the type of resilience he has. Man, that was it was a thing of beauty. And especially being that he fought his fight. It's not as if Earl was fighting his fight and Sean was fighting his fight and Sean was beating him, in a chess match. Nah, he wasn't beating him in a chess match. It wasn't a, uh, you know, uh, my style gonna beat your style. Earl showed that he could fight Sean's style of fight and beat him. Previous to that, he showed that he could fight Mikey Garcia fight and beat him. So Earl showed, a variety and a multitude of different styles and to be effective at them in championship caliber fights. And this is what he will have an advantage over when he fights Crawford. That's another advantage he'll have because Crawford is not facing this level of competition. You understand what I'm saying? Crawford hasn't been in the ring with the same level of fighters that Spence has been in the ring with. So Spence is going to have more quality rounds in his bag. You get what I'm saying? And this is going to help him when and if things get difficult, when times get trying for him. You know, if that fight does come to maturation with Crawford, and he'll have the advantage over that. You know, that on top of just being a bigger fighter. You get what I'm saying? And being a total fighter. So where people say that he got exposed, they're not going to appreciate what just happened last week until later. You know, Spence's value and his worth is not going to be recognized till he's worth more, which will be later. People appreciate this. Hindsight, they'll appreciate and say, wow, they'll see how the whole picture came together, how the whole masterpiece, came to be. They'll appreciate it down the road. You understand what I'm saying? So 1 or 2 fights later, they'll start saying like, "Wow, I see that fight meant much more than initially thought." So don't be misled by the different headlines and the different stories and the different opinions about Spence being exposed. Believe me, he'll build upon it. He'll come out better. You know, but you know, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. For more content. I'll be giving y'all some more content. Roundtable talk. Peace.